Happy lunch hour, gang. Okay, this video is going to be a little bit of information for your kids, your grandkids, maybe just knowing the demographics of this channel. Okay. Yeah, today's my birthday. I'm still Gen X. I will always be Gen X. You can get the youngsters going, "You're a boomer." And I'm going to look at you and say, "And you're a renter." Yeah, okay. Who's more insulted? I'm going to give you this. Of the viewers of this channel, and I can look at these demographics, okay? 3.4% of the people who watch this channel are 25 to 34 Zoomers. 10.7% are 35 to 44. The rest of us are over 45, okay? I mean, the 18 to 24-year-olds are 0.7%. So, give you that. But this video is more geared toward that 14% of the people who are between 25 and 44. Who are you voting for? And why? Let me ask you this. The biggest story that we hear from Gen Z and the Millennials is, I want to buy a house and I can't. Mortgage rates are too high, or home prices are too high, right? Now, I'm going to give you one little caveat here. These 7-ish% mortgage rates, that's normal, okay? The 3% stuff that we saw for the last decade, that's not normal. If we went to the 3% stuff being normal, that would be like going back to the 1980s where 18% mortgages were normal. 7% is normal. Do not go, "Oh my God, I can't do this," because that's where mortgages were. Our parents, Gen X, okay, the boomers that you hate so much, yeah, they were paying 18% mortgages. Now, I'm going to give you this. Back in those days, before we had decades of Bill Clinton and George W. Bush and the Kenyan Barack Obama, you could raise a family on one income. Mom could stay home, and you could have a couple of kids in a house and a car. Granted, you weren't getting your McMansion, but that, everybody seems to think, "Hey, I graduated college. Where's my Mercedes in my corner office?" Earn it. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I agree with you that housing prices are too high. So let's take a look at what the great Democrat programs are to let you buy your own house, to move out of mom's basement, okay? The California Congress, you might know this already, has approved $150,000 loans. That's, for the most part of the country, about 40% down, to illegals to buy a home. $150,000. Oh, and that loan does not have to be paid back. It also doesn't include interest until the family sells the house. Okay. Can you get that as a Zoomer, as a millennial? No. Sorry, you're not eligible for that. This is only for illegals. Well, I don't live in California. Uber blue California. Well, let's take a look at New York. Okay, let's go to the other coast. New York just approved $5,000 rental assistance for illegals. You want to start a career? Hey, you want to go work on Wall Street. You want to go work in the jewelry industry, the fashion industry. You're going to do whatever. Rent's expensive in New York. Anybody giving you $5,000 to rent an apartment? I don't know, maybe not in Manhattan. Cost you $5,000 easy there. Maybe you get a closet for that. You want to go to Brooklyn, you want to go to Queens, you want to go to the Bronx. Illegals get $5,000. Do you? No. You're an American citizen. You're not eligible. Don't think that this isn't going to spread to, I don't know, Chicago, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, St. Louis, Dallas, Atlanta, Raleigh, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, San Francisco, Los Angeles, shall I go on? No. You want to buy a house. Yeah. You got to come up with a minimum of 3.5% down. That's if you can get an FHA loan and pay PMI while you're at it. Okay. Are your Democrat politicians going to help you do that? Nope. Sorry, you're an American citizen. You should do it on your own. We need to help the illegal immigrants. We need to bring them in. Tried to buy a car lately. I think I told you guys yesterday what the average used car costs. Was it $35,000 for a used car? That's the average cost. You go back to the 1970s. Granted, pay was different. I can go back and say, in the 1970s, my father, who worked in the auto industry and was a lower end executive, okay, made $300 a week. You could buy a house for 30 grand. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Let's just add some zeros. Well, now you have to make $3,000 a week to buy a $300,000 house. Let's just multiply both by 10. How many of you are making $3,000 a week? Nobody. Okay. Very few, at least. Oh, and you can't even buy a house for $300,000. Average home now, as I said yesterday, was over 4. So how many of you are making $16,000 a month? You're not. You're married? Is your combined income $16,000 a month? No. This is the reason why we need to get rid of the communist, inflationist, globalist crap. Bill Clinton, George Bush, Rhino, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and now they want to put the cackling hen in there. How long is it going to be till the average home is $500,000? I don't know, give it 6 months. 600, 700, 800. When I was a kid, a big TV show was the $6 Million Man. Right? I mean, it's funny. Middlesboro, Kentucky, which is about 45 minutes north of me, is the home of Lee Majors. Right? Middle of nowhere. He played the $6 Million Man. If you go back and watch that TV show, what they could do with $6 million, oh my God. $6 million now is, maybe an upper middle class income. Before then, it was state of the art. They want to remake that TV show, remake it into a movie, but now it's the $6 billion man. That's 100-fold, guys. When you start looking at how much money the government spends and how much it hurts you, interest rates are what they are. Banks have to make money. Otherwise, like any other business, banks go out of business. 7% is not crazy. It's historically average. But when home prices are out of reach for most people, the answer is not to raise incomes, let's make a $20 minimum wage. No. When I started work, when I got my first real job after 6 years of delivering newspapers when I was a kid, okay, my first real wage was $3.35 an hour. By the time taxes were done, maybe I made $3 an hour. I'd work a 12-hour shift in a little deli on a Saturday, and I'd bring home $36. And that was enough for me to put gas in my car, pay my car insurance, buy a video game, back the old Atari 2600s, okay, have money to go out on the weekend, on Saturday night or something, if I have Friday night with my friends. Try doing that now. I remember this goes back to the 1990s when I was in college and I was tending bar in a nightclub, in a honky-tonk down in Texas. And a bottle of beer was $2.25. Try finding that in a bar now. Go buy a beer in a dance hall, dance club, whatever it is. It'll cost you $6, $7. Right. Your pay hasn't gone up. You can't make it inflationary. People have to realize that they are taking everything away from you. Your future is being taken away from you by the people that you want to vote for. Because, oh my God, I've got to believe in abortion. Or we have to take care of Ukraine. Why are you putting other people's interests ahead of yours? Oh, that's selfish, Pinball. No. But when Volodymyr Zelensky's wife can go out and buy a $4 million Bugatti, and you're trying to see if you can afford your 1991 Yugo, really? Again, I'm going to ask you, whose interests are you putting first? The illegals get all the money to buy a house, to rent an apartment. The foreign countries get all the money to buy their extravagant lifestyles. And you're struggling. When my daughter was working as a ER tech before she went back to get her PA, in the emergency room, working 12-hour shifts overnight, making $17 an hour, life or death decisions were being made right in front of her. But the guy flipping hamburgers in California is going, I want $20 an hour. Y'all need to pay attention. Y'all need to start thinking about this country, your community, yourselves, and how you can get better. McDonald's is not a career. Subway is not a career. There are plenty of ways to get a step up. People bitch about the boomers, or my generation, all the time. My generation basically says, we don't care. Okay. That, oh, we screwed you. No, we didn't. We worked hard. We started at the bottom, and we worked our way up, and we got more skills. And when we didn't think we were paid enough in one job, we went and got more skills and got a better job. The decisions that you make at 21, 22 years old are not going to be the ones that define your life. They'll start your life. But the thing is, the decisions some boomer in Congress is making are the ones that are screwing your life. Start electing people that have your interests in mind. Maybe stop electing, oh, I don't know, the Mitch McConnells, the Nancy Pelosi's, the Joe Bidens, the morons who have more money than they know what to do with, and they just want power. Because once you got all the money in the world, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, George Soros, money doesn't mean anything. Now you want power. You and me, to survive, we need money. Stop thinking with your heart and start using your brain, okay? That's how you'll get further in life. For all those of you, the 86% of you that are around my age, a little less, a little above, share this with your kids. It's a dose of reality maybe they need to hear. Pinball out.